Got to get used to that. Got the lefty, different bait caster today. I got both. That's gonna take some getting used to. Alright. That felt like a good cast. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm just trying to try out a different bait caster with some top water. Got a frog on here. I'll show you what I'm throwing here. That's what we're using. Z-Man. These clowns going behind me. Trying to see if we get lucky here with some top water action here. Taking a little bit of getting used to this setup here. Got the adult beverage. I did bring the other rod, the reel, so I'm gonna throw this here for like 30 minutes, see what happens, and then we'll try the other one. See if the situation changes. What am I doing here? I'm trying to figure out casting with this. That was better. Trying to throw in that thick grass stuff there. Dark Magician was good, man. Drill and chill. Like it. Trying to do double duty here. I'm on the old tripod. I'm gonna try a little bit of top water action here. See if we get any love from the fish. I just put braid on this thing too, so I'm trying to figure it out. Almost. That's the crib right there. So not too far off. The bass was crushing the June bug yesterday though. I'm hoping just Z-Man. I'm getting it right on top of that grass. Across the way. Getting fish to be greedy. Try my luck with some top water. Don't know how lick I'll be, but I'm hoping something's gonna happen. I went with the bait casters today instead of the spinning reels like I usually go with. John, get out there, man. Still early, still time. Try over here. Try my luck over here. This rock might get some action along the bank here. You never know. You never know. Oh man, it's dead ahead. Can't see. Let's see if I can zoom in. That's it right there. It's not the best because it's a forward-facing camera, but that's definitely the pond puppy chilling. He's straight chilling. So we ain't gonna bother him. They were chomping at June bug, zoom worms here on a Texas rig. So I did bring the other setup for that just in case. Got my crown and ginger. We straight chilling here. Yeah, don't sleep on Zoom. It's definitely a favorite of mine. A staple in my setup here. I had it on it, and I had to take it off and put new braid on. I finally got around to doing that today. Weightless is. Don't sleep on weightless neither, man. I'm very surprised how well weightless casts and the action that you get. So it's something that I will be doing a lot more of. And I've been seeing people doing a lot of free lining too, which I'm just impressed by that as well. They decided to bring it back. I don't know who did it, but props to them for that. Let's make it a fish here. I might want to come by the bank. Come on now. John, live scope is something I would love to have on the boat. God. Junk is expensive though. One day though. I'll just use The bass were hungry yesterday. It was kind of quiet like this here. Not much going on. It was a little bit earlier when I was fishing, but you never know. Dang it! No, 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 no. Come back. Come back to me. Come back to me. Don't do that. Come on. Come on. Well, my topwater action just ended because my line just snapped. And I just tie this thing. Oh, we can throw that back in. Yeah. Was not expecting that. I guess the whiplash was too much. I don't know. Thought I did a good leader to bray tie, but it just, I have no clue. Sometimes you don't know how good your knot is until you lose something. Luckily, it was right by the bank and I was able to grab it because that would have been upsetting. I like that philosophy. All right. Usually I do the Alberto knot just because I don't like doing all the extra tying. It's probably my fault. Let's see if I can get this right. Are we there? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm being extra. I'm going extra just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. All right, come on. Don't know how that even happened. Trying to catch bass here. You know, but you're like, hey, we're sitting at 11 likes, so I appreciate that, though. Much love to the chat and everyone that's hanging out with me. Just coming live from the backyard. Usually I'm back here. Was crushing it yesterday. All right, John, take it easy, dog. I don't need this. We don't need this right now, do we? I'm eating up my time by having to repair stuff. This better hold this time. I went extra naughty with it. I was hoping to do some saltwater fishing today, but it's just the temperature kind of dropped. And it's a little bit windy today. Yo, what was that? Something big, just pretty sure it was a carp making a fuss. There's some big carp back here. Massive carp. They're on my hit list. Trying to find this damn tagline here. Where you at? Alright, here we go. Found it. I love these pots. Dangerous. Gets me more in trouble than anything. We're good now. Let's keep throwing this frog here. That's what I hear. I gotta look around the pantry, see if we got corn. I'm sure we do. Like there's big carp just chilling. Let me get this situated. Again, I'm getting used to it because I this reel here, I have the handle on the wrong side. It's not a problem. I'm right-handed, but I retrieve with my left hand, hold the rod with my right. So this is just taking some getting used to here. I know there's bass hanging underneath this grass here. Someone once told me when I was saltwater fishing that you want your dominant hand to hold the rod and the other hand to do the retrieving. I guess that kind of makes sense because it's going to be the stronger hand that's going to be able to handle the fight, I guess. So ever since then, I've always had left the hand on the left, rod in the right hand, and it either way it works. You see, obviously I'm reversed right now, so not the end of the world. See what we can get into here. Try to cast in front of this drain pipe here. Maybe might work. Derek, what's going on? Hope everyone's doing all right Sunday. Hopefully get some fishing in yourself. Still plenty of time wherever you're at, hopefully. Pretty much can fish anytime you want to, I feel like. You just gotta find the spot. Yeah, you gotta go with what works for you at the end of the day. That's all that matters. Because you gotta be the one that's gotta reel that fish in. So I always when I fish with my buddy, like if a fish, I'm like, no, I'm not messing with another man's fishing pole, man. Catch my own fish. This is Z-Man that I have. All right, Derek. Well, welcome, man. You're catching me live streaming here. This is the backyard pond in the neighborhood, right behind the crib. This is my proving ground to justify my ability to expand and go to lakes, do tournaments, which I don't do those yet, so. Here, I'll show in a second, man, once I get to that. I've been cleaning up my shed. I didn't realize I had a bunch of like tackle boxes for storage. Like they're everywhere, and I'm using them for like stuff. I think I fill them all up. But I'm using here. Z-Man. I don't know if the colors, what the fish are into. Like I said, it's pretty quiet. I definitely need to try this here when it's a little bit buggier, because when the bugs are on the water, the fish are definitely a little bit more active. But if this doesn't work, I'll switch to the Texas rig that I got set up here. I don't know if top water is the answer, at least right now. All right. Oh, yeah, no problem doing that. Rowan is North Carolina. Right. No. My problem is they're empty. So we gotta get them. I see some of these people that stream that got a pretty much a damn tackle store in their house or a shed or garage. It's impressive. I don't know if I even have the space for it unless I put a bigger shed in the backyard, which has crossed my mind. You don't realize like that's what you think about freaking sheds. Like I'm pretty sure I got a text message from my neighbor asking what kind of shed he got. Oh, nice. So you move out further west. Well, I'm right on the East Coast. Literally 10 minutes, but after Memorial Day, and once summer hits here, this place just becomes a tourist town. I'm gonna give it like 2 more casts and then I'm retiring this. I know I ate some of my time redoing my line, but you know what? There's nothing indicating me that fish are coming up. Not one has jumped since I've been out here. And I don't even know if I even love this rod that this thing. Lately, I wear my GoPro, and I use the voice command sometimes. But then I won't even say anything that is remotely a command for it, and it like switches, so it's quite annoying. And I found myself either not recording or recording. So now what I do is I take a bunch of, I just be turning it on and off, unless I have the battery hooked up, and then I let it run. But can't tell how many times I miss a good catch because I wasn't recording, or I thought I was recording. So when I turn the camera on, it starts recording right at the end, not the beginning. I'm gonna switch to the Texas rig here. Where we were with the worms, the zoom. Like I just tied this up today. All right, we're gonna set this tie it up, and then let's walk back over. 15 likes here. I appreciate every single one of them. Mr. Gator's still chilling there. I think I'm gonna go back to just using a tripod because then it lets me have my camera on at the same time. I can multitask. But you got Bama, got coastline. All right. Yesterday, this is what the fish were eating though. Zoom, Texas rig. I'm like showing my hand here. They absolutely were crushing it. I might need to put a better worm on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that just to not even mess around. I feel like it looked weird. Last year was like black and red and June bug that was doing really well for me. But Grampus, what's going on, man? Again, it worked. I was very surprised how well it worked yesterday. First 20 minutes I had pretty much like three fish on. 2 on the bank, and then the third one couldn't quite get it up. All right. Let's get it. Not yet, man. So we're switching to what hopefully is gonna be the difference maker here. So back at the original spot here. Not do that. What's on here? Yo, what is that? Alright. Fixed it. We fixed it. Alright, man. Lucky you. Get after it. Hey, syrup. I like that. We're everywhere around here. Just in case you wonder, I'm fishing here in North Carolina. Let's see if we get a nice one out of here quick before we switch sides. Whoa, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Yeah. I have a hard time casting across my body. I'm right-handed, so I gotta cast this way. And even then, bait caster's not my favorite. Bass. We're going for bass, though there are some nice carps in here. Do my best to keep it in the action, stay off camera. Terrible with that. See them flying up, and my cat sits in our bathroom listening to them chirping in the morning. bite's gonna turn for you, Derek, man. Oh, I thought I had a bite there, but it was a fish stick. I didn't realize there's so much crap on the bottom of this pond. It's Krampus, man. I've tried earthworms and they fish, so it's a love-hate thing. Either they're biting or they're not biting. That's terrible cast here. Not so far. I just switched it, so hopefully it's gonna change. I caught 3 yesterday, but I was using like a dark color blue on a Texas rig like this here, and they were crushing it back here, and where that alligator's sitting there.
Yeah.
Is usually
That's a big lizard.
yeah. It's pretty chill unless it gets agitated. Then
I was here, I think 2 weekends ago. I was fishing about right here. And it was one of those days where I hooked 3, but didn't land any. They just
Okay.
spit it out. And one of them jumped up, splashed the water. He was about right in that opening. He swam over. He probably got about 25 feet away.
yeah, they like any they're just
Kinda
as curious.
splashing around that fish does. I think it gets his attention.
I'll get on a kayak sometimes. It's not a big deal as long as they're like far enough. I'm not too worried. But
Yeah. There was 2 here, I think like a month ago.
walked into the woods. We were sitting in our back porch, and this thing just was walking across the middle part of off the bank, like walking across, and then it stopped, and then it walked back and just went straight into the woods. Like
Straight into the woods.
so,
There's
usually
plenty of wetland that's in there, so
I'm pretty sure that's where they come from. Because every year, like after like when it's like late fall, they're gone.
yep.
And then they just magically show up, and there's like 3 or 4, and then it eventually becomes just one. But it's like a dinosaur eventually by summertime.
What a lot of them will do is they'll eat rocks to be able to control their buoyancy.
Really?
And sometimes they'll just be sitting on the floor of the pond. It slows
Kinda
their
makes sense.
metabolism down. So then they'll come up for air. Even when it's like freezing out, they'll have to still come up for air, but they really slow their metabolism down.
I would not know that. Huh. All right. Well,
Good luck.
I appreciate it. Same to you then. Let's switch sides here. We got some nice catfish back here too. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get something on this bank here. You're not gonna catch fish throwing it on the bank. Come on now, fish. It's just super quiet today. I'm telling you. It's kind of weird. Not a single fish is stirring. All right, Derek, man. Well, I appreciate you hanging out. And now I'm gonna have to, because I was just caught. Okay, I'm off the tree. We can give it a shot. Hopefully the alligator will vacate the premise. Let me polish this off here. But we can move. We can move. Like there's a bed right there. Though. I usually catch a fish there. So. Mm. We're gonna see if the pond dog will move for us. It might. All right. I'm not gonna check that. Told you to drop. One sec. What's going on? Sometimes you don't know with this thing here. Let's see if I can get this on this alligator here. Well, first of all, I wish I'm not that old. Try to stay hacked. Look, the homeboy's trying to go down. No, he's not. Okay, maybe he is. He's watching me though. Go ahead, go. Let's see what he does. Buddies. He's not moving. He's coming out of the water. So let's see what happens here. If you see me running, you know why. The water, like that dude's pretty big. Come on, man. Like he raised his back up and then he like went down. You know what? Let's see something here. Let's see if I can chuck something. That might get it to change its mind. Nothing too crazy. Never anything around it. Come on, buddy. I barely got his attention. Oh, Bo. Okay, you see? You're gonna see me get eaten by an alligator on my live stream here. Nah, unfazed. Saw that right. All right, look at that. He's starting to move. See what I gotta contend with? It's a pretty big gator too. I don't know if you can see his tail from. It's not one I want to FAFO, you know? But this is on the regular here, but in the backyard. All right, let's see if we can now. Let's see now if we can fish. Just want to talk to you. All right. I'm gonna keep the camera right there. Stay up on the bank here. We're gonna see if we can get lucky here. That's pretty cool though, with the wildlife back here. Not something you would expect in a neighborhood in North Carolina. No matter where I fish, gotta contend with apex predators. Ooh, I'll do that in a tree. I do that. One day I'm gonna get better at this bait caster, but today's not that day. We're at 20. I appreciate everyone that's locked in, hanging out. Anyone that's subscribed to the channel, shout out to you. I think I'm gonna start. I don't know. I guess it's gonna be somewhat like a series, but only that you can get to by boat here on the coastal Carolina. But definitely gonna be mixing it up. As far as live stream goes, like I said, I'm back here most of the time, but you'll find me also on the Carolina Skiff saltwater fishing or down at the dock. I like to get my bearings. I think this week though, I think I'm gonna try to head out to the Curry Beach Pier, see if we can get lucky down there and do some pier fishing. And if parking's not stupid, I might try some surf fishing. You know it. Lately I've been Surfer King, man. At the spot that everyone else has been catching fish. So it wasn't a keeper, but it definitely was still a nice size red. And I'm okay with that. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. No fish have been caught. Had to take a good 5 minutes to get this alligator to push off, even though I know it's still watching me from the back of his head. Like I said, I would have hoped that I had gone down to the marina today, but man, it was like 68 and I was not feeling it. I think we ended up hitting like mid 70s. Still windy. Not trying to win. Done that too many times. It's just, ugh. Uh, it's not that far actually. Like he just went off just enough to put a little space, but also be socially aware where I'm at. Oh, for sure. Trying to catch that big one, you know. Maybe I might try to wrestle the alligator. Enough likes, I'll do it. But probably not. I love my life. Nothing's ever worth messing with a 8-foot gator, you know. Again, not a fish jumping, man. Not once since I've been streaming. Yeah. Michael was good. Yeah, we I would bet 100. The odds are definitely in that gator's favor for sure. So I fell in the pond the other day because I thought the gator was right by me, which again makes no sense, right? But I got spooked. So I said, you know what? Let me make it a little bit easier by getting myself in the water so that the gator can get me. All right, we're gonna try to get a little. Try to cast down middle. Let my casting stupid here right now. Yeah, fishing is a lot of casting, hoping and praying, and then bam, you get a fish and you know everything. That's usually how it goes. Hey, Michael, you just right below North Carolina, man. But make sure you do me a favor. I know it's not easy to get to, but I did put in the video description. You can check out my charter. It's called Aldi's Island Charters. It's you ever happen to be in the area, definitely look me up. Your boy is official and certified, so if anyone wants to ever get out on the water, I can do that. I primarily do like inshore if anybody's trying to do fishing, but if I get this YouTube thing going, man, I'm trying to pull up at the wildlife ramp and just put people on and have a good time. It's a lot of fun that way. They are in abundance. I want to say Brunswick County has a huge population of alligators. Oh yeah. I mean, there's only one right here, but I'm pretty sure there might be a second one. And earlier in the season there was like 3. I've actually caught one on a crankbait while I was live streaming maybe like a month or so ago. And then I'm pretty sure most of these little ponds around the neighborhood has signs up about alligators. But we're getting close to that time. There's usually just one that reigns over the entire pond. But it is like the only way I can describe it is like a dinosaur. Like this one's pushing it. And when it has nothing else to compete with other than itself and eating here, which this pond is natural. So like there's plenty of fish for this thing to eat: catfish, carp, bluegill, bass, crabs. I mean, whatever it wants. Like this, it doesn't have to go far. And man, you'll hear this thing eating turtles at night. It's the loudest crunching sound you'll hear. Yeah, I don't know what the record is. I haven't quite got the courage to push up on one to see what. I can always use the augment measurement on the phone to see if I can measure from like its head to tail. I'll try that next time if I see it laying up on the bank, because they're typically hanging out on the bank sunbathing. Oh no. I saw a video where it was an alligator croc going at it in Florida, and the croc demolished the gator. But American alligator can get pretty big. People trying to feed these things. When I first moved here, I've been here for like 20 years almost, and that really hasn't been a problem now. But you definitely don't want to agitate them. And I can tell if I'm agitating because, like right now, this gator here is he's pretty much chilling. But if I see like its back raised along with its tail out of the water, like kind of arch, that's when it's like my cue to like, all right, I need to back off and find something else to do, go somewhere else. Yeah, that gator had itself a snack. That's what that was. Some kid said somebody's dog got eaten up back here. But I've seen people throw balls out in the water and the dog retrieve it, which is, I'm like, I don't know why you would do that, but maybe I don't know if they know or they do know. Who knows? It don't take much. Those things can move pretty fast. And they're fast on land. Oh, okay. Not Nike. All right. I saw a video where this dog was like just going at it with these alligators. Like it was like bullying alligators, it seemed like. And then it caught one that wasn't for its nonsense and took that bad boy in the pond. But I blame the owners for that because, like, what do you think was going to happen? Just because your dog runs off an alligator doesn't mean that that's going to happen every single time. First fish to jump, like, literally, like, right over there. First fish. Been out here for over an hour and nothing, no excitement, nothing. Well, that's fishing for you, so. Scooter, what's up? Try my way back down here, see what happens. I mean, usually that spot will come up. Like I said, I caught a fish there. You just don't know what these fish be on there, what their attitude's like. So, all right, got a few more casts. Then I gotta refill my adult beverage and finish, straighten my garage up. And try to start the week off strong, get back working out, stay motivated. Yo, that's savage. Like my wife was sitting on the back porch having coffee, and when I walked up, she asked me if I said I looked a little wet because I didn't think anyone saw me fall in the water, but apparently she did. There's some crazy videos on YouTube. I wouldn't doubt it. He hasn't. I know he's like watching me, like watching. All right. get a few more casts in, and then like I said, I'm gonna. Sometimes you don't catch fish, then that's all right. I've been doing pretty good the past few days, so. Something about yellow bobbers too. They will come for that. Yo, Michael, I appreciate the sub, man, and hanging out, dog. So much love and the positive vibes. LP fish, I'm trying to get myself a bass, but they're pretty quiet today. It could be because it's the middle of the afternoon, you know. It's what, 3 here? Sticks. But I had to shoot my shot, you know how that goes. It Yep, trying for bass here. But the bass are not into me. Trying to get a largemouth here. There's something on the bottom here. I know I'm dragging across. Maybe something might be hanging out there. There's a bunch of Christmas trees and tree limbs in this water. I know that to be true. Bang 87, that's dope. That was a big fish, ain't gonna lie. I gotta start bringing my scale out here because I've been catching a couple big ones, but I don't know if they're that big, but they're big enough for me to want to know how big they are. I'll say that. Let's make our way back down. That's usually one craft of choice that I'm out on, the blue one. Then I got a kayak in the backyard that you'll see me pushing around here. And where can I get this thing set up? All right, here we go. Occasionally you'll get an alligator push up in the basin or on the beach. Happens all the time. So they make the wrong turn down the river and they're like somehow end up in an inlet or something. This is private, just neighborhood. There's like 4 or 5 ponds back here, but this one's just unique because again, this actually is not a retention pond or anything. Like this is completely natural. They just made it actually smaller when they start putting houses here, and before they even put houses here, this used to be like a hurricane debris, like drop off. So you find a bunch of rocks and tree limbs if you dig underneath the ground. Which I didn't know that until we started putting our fence up like years back. Gigantic boulders and tree limbs. But natural. The only thing they put in here is they put carp. I don't know what kind of carp it is, but it's for like the vegetation around the bank management. So yeah, I appreciate that. All right, if I need one, I'll let you know. All right, we're sitting at 28.6 likes, man. That's pretty solid. Like I said, I appreciate y'all supporting the stream. Makes fishing a lot more enjoyable. And then I gotta make stories up because you'll see what the fish actually catch. Get in there. I'm using a Texas rig with the, what do you call it? I have a zoom worm on, and it's a June bug color, so like a blue, dark blue. Has a little bit of a curly tail to it, yeah. Smashing this thing yesterday. Like, I'm surprised I haven't had a hit yet. This is. Alright, you know, I keep saying last cast, last call, but you know how that goes. Is there ever really a last call? Try his retention pond. So that's the backyard right here. I literally can cast a line to his retention pond if I want to. That's why I'm out here every day. Then I'm 10 minutes from the beach. So. No, when they hear thrashing, they're coming in to see what the commotion is. Like I have had to throw an entire like tree limb branch bigger than me to like get this thing. One was hanging on the bank where I was just at because it wouldn't move. And most days they're laying full body out on this middle piece here, this little peninsula, I guess you would call it. I know what you're thinking. Like, ooh, see, some like the fish just made some. Yeah, probably one of the most frustrating thing is like, oh, these kids were fishing back here, crushing it, and they were using my freaking bait. But when I try it, nothing. There's a lot of good fish here, so I mean, we got some nice size. I haven't caught a big catfish, but I'm pretty sure there is some big catfish in here. There's some big crappie back here, like massive crappie. Like, see, like fish just stir right there. And the carp, I'm telling you, they're at least got to be 20 plus inches, if not. They're the biggest fish I've seen back here. Like, it's no joke. But yeah, this is pretty big pond. Like, it's like bigger than a pond, but not quite like a lake, though they call it a lake. There's a marsh behind the tree line back here that feeds into the Cape Fear River. That's where that alligator was walking through and went through the woods there, pretty sure. But I imagine this water's a little bit brackish. Oh, I thought I had a fish there. Man, come on now. Never caught a pike before, but I would love at some point to meow again. My goal is to different places, travel the world, travel the states, and just fish. I think one that's on my short list is this it's like a lodge for red fishing, but it's like sight casting in like Louisiana that I've seen. I'm pretty sure I probably got like a text, but I think this one was in Louisiana. I forget, but I'm pretty sure I saved a video of it. That's one thing I want to be able to do. And I know you can do it here in the Caper River. You gotta just know where the spots are at. But everything back here that I catch, I just catch and release just because, like I said, this is a neighborhood. There's runoffs. So, you know, uh, you are what you eat. But I will, if it's a keeper, when I'm saltwater fishing, look at that. Something stir right there in the water. Yes, yes. Thanks, Dark Magician, having my back. The engagement's unreal. Love it. But between myself and the other guy that just got here fishing, no one's catching anything. So, you know, sometimes it's like that. Okay. Well, we're going to keep a red. Can't keep flounders here in North Carolina. It's a very, very sad thing. Very sad. But can't keep speckled trout neither. Not until, I think, July. Maybe June. I know they just updated it. So the best is reds, black drum. Been catching gray trout, but they've been not keeper size. PB for bass, man, I couldn't even tell you. Is not something that I would even. I would say if 3 or 5, between 3 and 5 pounds, but it's been years. I did catch a decent one. It was something I was pretty proud of back here, but again, not that fat belly, big mouth bass that you just want to get up on. Come on, what is it? I'm just getting caught on something there. It keeps making things a fish. But saltwater, my best flounder is a 27.5 inch flounder that was on the cusp of almost being 9 pounds. And then I've caught I want to say a 32, maybe 34-inch red drum. Not quite the bull size that, you know, other people be catching. But still, fun fight on light tackle. You know, the other day I was live streaming, did catch a 16-inch red drum. Not a keeper, but hey, what makes it special is I've been fishing the same spot forever. And by forever, I mean like at least 5+ times. And everyone else caught fish, keeper, red, black drum, and I've either pulled up croakers or come up short. So it's just nice to get a fish where everyone else is getting one at, and they're there. You just gotta, it's just all about just the timing. Get. Pulling grass now, come on. Of course, fish are starting to jump now when I'm about to get off here. That's what they do. major trolls. 30 pounds, my God. Wrap my head around that. Noodling or straight like rod and reel. I just saw this new thing today too. People using what they call bank poles for fishing. So that's I need is new ideas in my head to try. Nice. Well, man, hats off to you because that is a monster there. 30 pounds, my God. That's a decent fight there. Like I said, fish are starting to jump a little bit, but I gotta pour me another drink, see what's going on in the crib. Like I said, I appreciate y'all hanging out. Not every day is a fish on, but you know what? I'm just banking it for the next time. So do me a favor, make sure I hit that like button, and please share my channel. Check out some of my videos. Yeah, I wouldn't be where I'm at without the support, the love. Oh, let me see if I can get my camera on this quick before it disappears so I can show you what I'm talking about here. Oh. Let's see if I can, it's probably gone. I was trying to like walk up on this carp here, but I can't even put my sunglasses on. Just saw like his tails back in the water. Like again, these things are huge, but anyways, thanks for hanging out with me and the pond puppy, and we'll be back at it. Most days I'm out here doing some saltwater fishing, but either way we're fishing. So make sure y'all lock in, turn your notification on if you are subscribed, and like I said, thanks for supporting the channel. Till next time, hope everyone get a chance to get fishing themselves. I'll catch you the next time on the water. Peace, y'all.